guys, here I am back again, doing a little bit of sewing the hems up, putting the reinforcements in the corner. As you can see, I won't bore you to tears and show you all the basic stitching, but basically I'm putting this strength bit in for the top part, the roof part, so it gives it a little bit of rigidity in the actual part of the inner skin. I tend to put tabs all around so they connect to the inside tabs of the baker tent. So this hemming. And of course it tidies the ends. Tidies the ends up. As I said before on the previous part, I hope this drop cloth is strong enough. Should be really, you don't want to make it too heavy. So if I put canvas in it, it would be pointless, it would be too heavy. Let's just give it a bit of a breathability and another second skin to try and stop any condensation. Should do the trick, because I've seen other drop cloths that we've done previously long while ago to try and knock that condensation out. I mean, I won't be having the stove right inside the living quarters or the fire, because the fire will be out in the front, but I'm waffling on while I'm doing this. I'd also like to make out a few shout outs really, because I've never really done shout outs to the guys that I've befriended through YouTube. Great bunch of guys, starting with obviously Foxy, Bravo, Smokey Joe, Stony Broke, Sean, all the Bazza lads. I forgot anybody in there? Oh, mustn't forget my little Mark. Great bunch of guys. First met Foxy and Bravo. Oh, it must have been 3 bushcrafts ago. Bushcraft shows. I think that was the first one. It was in Derby. The one before where that was at, and I never actually met them on the day. They ended up being about like 200 yards away in the woods that they camped in. They were in hammocks and I was on the field in front of them, but when I got back from that show, I'd obviously looked at Foxy's and Bravo's videos and I got starting to chatting to them, and as they say, the rest is history. And I started to go up to Bazza. Great bunch of lads, great bunch. And then obviously you meet other, oh, and Sandy, that was it. That was another person I got to know there through Foxy and Bravo, and obviously following his very early start in knife making, and I befriended Sandy and we arranged to go up to Bazza for the first time. Well, the first time I went anyway. I think Sandy had been there previous, but Sandy of Jacklaw Knives, and as I say, I enjoyed myself thoroughly up there. It really made me feel welcome, so that's a shout out to them guys. And then you've got the other guys that I've met on the way at the preppers meeting. The first one, there was Woody Woodpecker, Ian. first met at the gate of the first preppers meeting, and I've befriended him ever since. Then you've got Paul, Forest Prepper, and Johnny Bushcraft. Another couple of great guys, and their little group of players, Kings TLC, Brummy, Sean Hawkins Bushcraft. Great bunch of lads, really do enjoy their company, always willing to chat and over a cup of tea, had some great evenings, Saturday evenings. It's a shame really that both of the groups that I befriend are so far away, but I managed to try and make as much as I can. I like to do the shows with the Bushcraft show and the Wilderness Gathering. I think they're both good shows. Although I do like the Wilderness Gathering because of the what should I say, that they're more bushy rather than a commercial. I mean, obviously they sell things there, but there's more crafty bits there, which I like. The old-fashioned crafts. Who else have I mentioned? Oh yes, and then there's Scooty, Mr. Scooty, Scott. Another nice guy I met, doing his fire steels, and I've just had a fire steel made up with desert ironwood and a nice bolt pen that I've got from. I haven't got it yet, but I'll show you that in a future video. And then obviously there's another guy, LB Custom Knives. Another guy that obviously I've met on the way through Sandy, and as some of you may know, he's made me, or I commissioned him to do the Nesmuki type style knife, the Boondog, which I have got, but which I'll show you in a future video. Lovely knife. And then there's, of course, there's other people that I've met on the way. There's Jedi. It's hard to remember all when you haven't got them written down. But the guys know who they are and who is that I've befriended through YouTube, which is a great channel for. I mean, all the guys have their own little inputs. You could go off at a tangent and conversation with them, and you know, have a real good conversation of various things, and you move on to somebody else and have another chat. So I'm trying to make it not boring, me sewing, but we'll see. And then obviously you've got Mr. Roach, Mr. Funky Pepper, Mr. Pete, Mr. Wiseman, another couple of the guys, a little group they have, and that I've befriended on YouTube, and obviously met them at the preppers meeting, at the shows. I mean, I'm not a prepper myself, but I don't get involved in prepping as much as, you know, the normal stuff there. But them guys are, you know, terrific in their own field. I enjoy watching their videos, as I do all of them. Everybody I subscribe to, I enjoy watching the films. And even if you're not into what they're showing you, I still feel you just have a look, just in case something crops up that you think, that's a good idea. I mean, you're never too old to learn, are you? And I'm one of the older few, but as I say, I've never say I know it. You know, you always learn from other people, young or old, but you're always never too young to get knowledge off of other people, even people that are just starting out. And then there's local guys that I've spoke to, Mike Smith, another great bloke. He doesn't live far from me, and we're hoping to meet up hopefully in the near future with Mac Tightwad and Essex Plodder Barry to try and make something local. Then I can do little overnighters as opposed to doing a long weekend to get the travelling done. Because to be truthful, both journeys up to Bowser or down to Gloucestershire, Wales, as it was with the old Prepper Meet, is not too bad. That's only about an hour for me, and I do enjoy that, so that's not too bad a journey. But sometimes only 3 hours, 3.5 hours, 4-hour journeys, it's sometimes, especially in the winter, it does get you down a little bit. But I try and make the effort to support the guys as well. If I can put any knowledge my way or any little tip here and there, I put my penny's worth in, as it were. But who else have I mentioned? Oh, and there's my Zed, the man with the longest films. Appreciate your videos, Zed. They're lovely. I enjoy watching them. Perhaps I don't always comment on them, but by the time you've got through them, I do watch them. There's loads of other people I've met, and they know who they are when I subscribe to them, and I put my little notes in. I don't put notes in just for the sake of it. I try and be a little bit of either constructive or just show my interest in their subject that they're trying to show. Hence me trying to do this, which is a bit of a task, this, but I'll get there in the end, and hopefully I can show you the way or my progression on it. So I think that'll do it. I'll carry on doing a bit of sewing because you don't want to sit there and watch it. But all the guys, thanks for all my subscribers. I will try and do a few more videos, especially out and about. Perhaps obviously when I've got the actual tent up, which is still up in this office, as you can see. Where are we? Can you see that? Yep. So it's still up in the office, which is handy really, because I've got the space up here and I wouldn't quite be able to do it in the shed. So till my next little bit, I'll get back to you.